Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to yet another session of market updates on TradeBox Live. And today, I'm Debankur Das, SEBI-registered research analyst, who will take you through how the markets behave today and what we can expect tomorrow, along with a couple of recommendations, or rather stock ideas, over the next 20 minutes. So hang on to your seats and let's start. Uh, So this is a 3-minute chart of the Nifty 50, and and as you know, I mean, if you have watched the markets today, you would know that it was a pretty volatile day, and as you can see, the markets opened slightly gap down, and then it was trading bullish for most part of the day till at around 12:45 or uh, when the market was trading very close to 25,500 levels where a lot of the option writers are placed, the call writers are placed. So when it was trading close to those levels, uh, then the correction started, and within the next hour or so, we had a we had a correction of almost 200 points. So right from 25,500, we came down to below 25,300. 25,285 was the low for the day that Nifty made. And eventually, over the next 2 hours, Nifty made a decent comeback, but then it again faced resistance at 25,400 levels. As you can see, here is where till Nifty reached, and then again over the last half an hour or so, it gave away most of the pullback. Uh, so what what caused this volatility today? And if you can see, if you also follow the India VIX, you'll see that there was a 6% increase in VIX today. So what was the cause of this? What was the reason behind this? So it's all because of the Fed meeting, which is scheduled today. So at around 11 p.m. I think tonight, the Fed will. Uh, it's expected that the Fed will start its uh, uh, rate cutting cycle. While most of the market feels that a 25 basis points rate cut uh, is what it should be. But quite a few over the last few days, a lot of analysts are anticipating even a higher rate cut of 50 basis points. So 25 basis points or 50 basis points is not what uh, will make the market move violently in either direction. It was what uh, Jerome Powell, the chairman, the Fed chairman's, in his commentary, what he says uh, after the rate cut actually happens is what will move the markets, what can potentially move the markets. Uh, I mean, after that. So basically, what the market is looking for is it a proactive rate cut that the Fed is, the rate cut cycle, whether it's a proactive thing that the Fed is doing, or it's more of a reactive thing that the Fed is now feeling that, you know, the to avoid a recession, we have to do start cutting aggressively. So this why the Fed is cutting will be more crucial. The market will react more violently to that if the market believes that the Fed is cutting because uh, they feel that the Fed feels that the recession is likely, and to avoid that recession, they need to you know cut more rates. Then even a 50 basis point rate cut would not be. Would take the market down. So, and that can, down means down by quite a lot. So maybe 1% down or something. But again, all this is speculative, of course. Um, it all depends on what the Fed comes up with, what the decision, what the rate cut is, either it's a 25 basis point or a 50 basis point. And then more importantly, what the Fed says. Why the reason for this cut? I mean, is it a proactive thing or is it a reactive thing? Is what the market will latch on to. And based on that, we'll have either a big gap up or a big gap down. It's possible that we have a decent gap up or a gap down tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning is also expiry. And today, generally, what happens on Wednesdays is we have a decent, uh, uh, you know, uh, decent premium shrinkage of the Nifty ATM straddle. Today, the premiums actually went up. So currently, if you see, if I go into the options chart of Nifty for tomorrow's expiry, and if I see the 25 400, strike, it's currently trading at 132 plus 87, which is close to 220 points. Generally, one day prior to expiry, I mean, this particular premium is in the range of 120 to 150 points. This is the average, but today it's trading at 220 points. So you can well imagine what can happen. I mean, basically, the market is expecting a big gap up or a gap down tomorrow. That is what is it. It might not happen, of course, if the Fed says that everything is well. 25 basis points rate cut, and then this is the future dot plot scenario that yeah we are having so many we can that is the plan for the next 2 or 3 meetings, and if possible, and if there is, we can be more, aggressive in rate cuts if we feel that the economy is going into a recession. That might suit the markets, and uh, we might see again a range bound day tomorrow. It's possible. So anything is possible tomorrow because of the event which is pending tonight, and we'll have to see how the US markets behave, and based on that, the Indian markets will also, behave in tandem. So, yeah, so I know in light of an event, it's no use looking at data, but still for the sake of discussion, we can have a slight look at data. Like even though we can see that 26,000 is where the maximum call open interest is. But today, 25,500 levels is where most of the call writers added their positions. So most number of calls got added at 25,500, and 25,400 is also significant because here you can see a lot of put writers gave away their positions. So which basically tells me that they are not very confident that 25,400 will hold tomorrow. So, and added to that, 25,400 also added some decent number of call writers as well. So, currently, what it seems like is, I mean, it's possible that just going by the options premium, the range for tomorrow, it can be from 25,150 to 25 uh, 600 levels. Around that is what the expectation is for tomorrow. But again, because of the it's tomorrow is not going to be a normal day, and a lot of it is dependent on the event, so anything can happen. So just to be aware. But what is also kind of uh, you know uh, good is that 25,000 levels has been uh, constantly adding put open interest. So this level along with 25 to 50, so these are the two levels where decent amount of put interest got added, put OI got added. So these two levels will be crucial in tomorrow's trade. So 25 to 50 and then 25,000. If of course the whatever comes out today turns out to be negative, uh, then these two levels will be uh, in action tomorrow. So moving on, uh, so I mean, I don't think I have further to discuss on the Nifty because I mean, no use discussing much here or looking at more data. But just let me have also a look at the futures open interest data. Uh, this is the Nifty futures combined open interest data, and as you can see here, there has been a this is the futures open interest, and over the last 4 or 5 days, the open interest has constantly shrunk. I mean, so there has been no addition in open interest. So which basically tells me that the most traders are not taking any positions or not giving any commitment. Neither the bulls nor the bears are showing any commitment in this kind of a market, and they would possibly show some commitment once the event is uh, over and done with. So over the next 2 days, maybe we can see a trending move happen, which can either take, I mean, whichever decision, whichever direction it will be, based on what the Fed says. So that's all. Uh, Currently, let's then move on to some of the stock recommendations or stock ideas that I have for you. I have a couple of stock ideas. One of them is fertilizers, from the fertilizers pack, which is Deepak Fertilizers. As you can see, so why I chose this one? Because towards the end of the day, a lot of fertilizer stocks started moving up. If you're following the market, you would know that towards the end of the day, last half an hour, 45 minutes, a lot of these fertilizer stocks started moving up. And among them, I think this has the best chart, Deepak Fertilizers. So you can see it had completed a rounding bottom consolidation pattern, which spanned over 2 years, or yeah, close to 2 years from 2022. But it failed, and now again and it has bounced back over this week. It has bounced back from its 10 EMA support. So this is the weekly chart of the stock, Deepak Fertilizers. So uh, so once it's able to cross this level, 1065 odd level, then I think uh, it can possibly show. It can possibly move further up and make new highs. Is what my uh, uh, what I feel. Yeah. So, and if anyone takes any positions in this stock, 950 is possibly where the stop loss needs to be placed at. The other stock that I had in mind was HEG. This also based on recent news that global, graphite. So HEG is in the business of graphite, manufacturing. So a global manufacturer of graphite has recently raised prices, and by quite a substantial amount, and has made a comment that these prices would remain firm uh, for the next foreseeable future. So this has caused the graphite, both HEG and graphite, to make significant gains today. So this is the monthly chart. If I move to the daily chart, you'll see that today's move has been supported by some very good volumes. So it faced resistance at this particular pivot, which is resistance 2 on the daily charts. But once this breaks, you know, I feel that again a new 52-week high can be made on this particular stock. So these are the two stocks I had for you today, and we still have a few minutes. So what I'll do is I'll go through some of the recommendations that I have been placing on, a trade box. So these are my current recommendations, which are open. As you can see, apart from the two I posted today, the rest of them are in green. And this is the one which I posted yesterday, which is Modis Unlimited. Um, this has done pretty well over the last 2 days. The others were also doing well. Again, today's correction on the broader markets have significantly, reduced the profit margins, but that's fine, not an issue. Uh, these trades, generally, I post these trades and I put in a small report as along with these trades as well. So, um, so like the stock of the day. So basically, it's not really intraday trades. I also have a plan for this created. So yeah, this is the one. So these are not intraday calls. So these are short-term calls with expected holding period of about 1 to 3 weeks and mainly swing trades. And generally, what I do is in this case is more of a top-down approach. So I start to find strong sectors which are outperforming the Nifty, and then I look for the best stock charts within those particular sectors. So generally, I try to provide 3 to 5 calls during the week uh, within this particular plan. So if you follow me on TradeBox, you can also buy the plan and yeah, subscribe to it. Um, and I'm okay to have to address any questions that you might have. There are still a couple of minutes. There is also a Telegram channel where these calls are placed every day. So, so if you are a follower of TradeBox, you would also be getting access to that Telegram channel where these calls are instantly appearing. So that's about it for now. Any questions? So I guess I don't see any questions coming. So let's uh, end the call now. And thanks for your time. Thanks for attending, and hope you keep attending and join us more and more in greater numbers. Tell us, tell your friends also, friends and colleagues about us, and join in greater numbers. That's all from us today. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Bye.